it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day it is. It is a wonderful Wednesday, a wacky Wednesday, a windy Wednesday. That means my partner in crime, my co-host this morning, Bradley Gilbert from Walmart.
Good morning.
W's there.
My voice cracked. I don't know.
Good morning.
Good
morning,
Good
Gil.
morning.
What about
Good
Bob?
morning.
Good morning, Gil. Good morning. All right.
I can't get that high.
I want to say I am so thankful for surviving last night. No.
Yes.
I was on. I wanted, anybody that's like kind of mocking the way it was handled or anything. I just want to say no, because I was on that call with the National Weather Service, and it was possibly going to be really bad.
Yeah.
And they said somebody's going to get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you've got to be prepared. And our area was just right there. I mean, we were like, and I took a photo. If you stood right here in Salem and you look to the east, it was like all fussy. I mean, like the clouds looked fussy. And then over to the west was this beautiful sunshine.
Yeah.
So when the two are going to come together, opposites are attracting here.
Yes.
But we're going to have a little bit of a family feud here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with you on that. I mean, I looked at some of the stuff this morning, and even some of the people last night that as it started they moved a little bit and the time frame changed and the intensity changed. I'm erring on the side of thank goodness. I mean, and I'd rather people be prepared than have a disaster. And it could have came in the way they thought. Thankfully, we didn't. So we dodged a bullet, and I'd rather be prepared than just don't take it seriously and then some tragedy happens.
Right. So one night of maybe not sleeping the best or being a little bit more on your game or being prepared or sleeping maybe downstairs or whatever, it's okay. So maybe, a little rough this morning. That's why they gave us coffee, But it kind of reminded me of like John Wayne when he walks into a movie or into a saloon or something. I mean, prepare for battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prepare. Something's going to happen. Something's going to go down. You know what I mean?
No, and I was, I had my weather radio, and I really didn't miss a lot of sleep. I will have to admit. I mean, I was prepared, but I was thankful. I woke up this morning, looked out the back door, and there wasn't anything major laying in the middle of the yard or something missing from the yard, like my pool or anything like that,
Thank
everything was
tell
good.
me you looked at the pool first. Stop.
I did. I really did.
No. That is so
I promise
Bradley
I did.
Gilbert,
I promise I
I'm
did.
telling your mom.
Well, I was just seeing if Mother Nature took the pool cover off early. Did not, so I'm good. I'm happy.
How is my pool?
Yes,
You're
I know. That's that's terrible.
Right.
But after that, I made sure that
Everything else
was
was
accounted
not that
for
the car,
and stuff like
the
that.
truck,
Yeah,
or anything like
yeah,
that. Everything's
yeah,
fine.
everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but you know
the neighbors.
yes, yes. It's like I didn't mind having my weather radio right there. I didn't mind. I did stay up a little bit later watching some of the stuff, and it was interesting to see like how quickly things change. You know, I mean, but I think weather and stuff like that's totally.
Yeah.
It's cool how.
It is cool. Yeah.
I mean, they predict pretty well considering that. You know, Mother Nature, she's like, oh no, when you think you got me figured out, I'll throw you a curveball. So.
Well, here's some things to think about. Okay, so I watched TikTok, and there were like people, weather, the ones that follow weather chasers, that were actually coming to Indiana here, the southern part of Indiana, to follow this storm. So I mean, and they are like, they're like followers of it all. So they even got the vibe that it was going to happen. Something. And then whenever we started, we had this discussion. Okay, let's go back to Twister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when she had on, what was her name?
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt. When Helen Hunt wore the tank top, that means it was warm weather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look how Helen Hunt dressed.
Yeah.
Okay, yesterday we had really warm weather.
Yes, we did.
We had tank top weather.
Like it actually another thing that was interesting to me they were talking about is another reason that they thought it was, prime for this area is it actually got warmer than they originally thought it was going to get.
Yeah.
So there was even more of this warm air that is higher. Warm air rises, and so that was aloft, and there was stuff coming in from the southwest. So
and Helen Hunt had the tank top on. Mm-hmm. So when Helen Hunt wears the tank top, that tells you right there that warm air is somewhere around, right?
Yes.
So
I saw some tank tops yesterday.
I saw tank tops. Yeah. So you knew that something was going to brew. I mean, something's brewing. Yeah. But she didn't need to send up Dorothy. Remember, Dorothy.
Yeah. Dorothy dodged a bullet yesterday too.
Yes. Did not have to go up and go everywhere.
Yeah.
No, but I do say that we can keep that as a base.
Yeah.
Whenever you're wearing a tank top in February, something's not jiving. Something's not adding up.
Right. That's true.
There's trouble brewing. So then we have this cold weather this morning. I really literally went out and screamed, no! No.
Yeah.
So tank top, flip flops yesterday. Today sweaters and boots and heated jacket.
Yeah. It's like, oh, where's my thermals that I put away for my flip flops? Yeah,
But Bradley, we do this. This is normal.
Yes.
This is like, why do we act like it's such a shock every year? What's happening?
What happened? Yeah, I mean, it is this area. I mean, but it's cool. It's like you never really. You can get good wear out of all 4 seasons of your clothes, all probably in 1 week.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So
true.
You're really getting the value for what you put in your closet.
There's some sweaters that we didn't get in.
Oh yeah.
That we're getting in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Some boots, thermal socks, that we didn't get in.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I will have to say though, this the things that you think about in case of an emergency. So I made sure that because I didn't sleep in bed. I slept in my recliner in the living room, just kind of middle of the house, just whatever. Had the weather radio, but it's so funny because I've got my tennis shoes there, right there, and well. You know me, I can always be close to a pair of shoes. We understand this. But I had on sweatpants. I had on a long sleeve T-shirt, and my sweatshirt was there. And so, if something did happen, I was not going to be one of those people on the radio or on the TV that's like, or you're coming out and talking to me, and I got on a tank top and
well, it's funny because
shorts.
That's funny that you thought of all this because so did I. So I slept in my makeup last night because I thought if I have to throw a phone in front of Tom Day's face, I'm going to make sure that I have some makeup on. You know what I mean? Or because that was what happened last time. You know what I mean? I was completely makeup free.
You're like, wait,
I'm not prepared. So I slept in my makeup, which is a big no-no, right? But I did. And then it's funny because I wore comfortable sweats so that I could be ready to go out. You know what I mean? Because I thought this is going to be a night that I'm going to be out and about.
Yeah.
Or like you said, someone's going to be either interviewing me or I'm going to be interviewing someone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then I put flip-flops, and then I kept thinking I didn't get my toes done. But I thought if I put tennis shoes, it's going to take longer to lace and put those tennis shoes on.
Yeah.
Flip-flops, I was trying to make it easy access, easy go.
Yeah.
No, so that's so funny that you put thought to yours. I had complete thought to mine. So I thought, well, maybe they won't look down and see that I didn't get my toes painted. In case of an emergency, maybe they really don't think that.
But you got to think next time, though, in case of debris, you don't know. No,
you're right.
In case of debris, you don't want to be walking around in flip-flops.
I know. I thought of that too. So. I did kind of think of that, but sometimes it's.
Yeah, but I was like, if anybody had seen me, they'd have been like, okay.
Yeah, prepared. That's right. No,
they wouldn't have thought prepared. They'd have thought, what is going on with them?
Well, isn't it funny how you really want to be portrayed or whatever, first impressions or whatever? You really want to.
Yeah.
So yes, I did. I slept in my makeup and anyway, but I do want to say I took it off this morning to reapply it back. Okay, so
that's
I
good.
do want to say that this is not still going strong, but
so it's just interesting that you prepare that way,
Yeah,
and I'm
make
okay.
Sure that you have plenty of your flashlights already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And remember
my weather radio had batteries and it was plugged in for a while, and I had charged all my electronic devices, and I had 2 flashlights, and I even had candles there in case that I needed to, if the power went off, needed to light candles, and had my Dr. Pepper Zero, and I was set. I was set.
And a recliner, I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving.
Yeah, I was like, I probably shouldn't have to go to work tomorrow to celebrate. But
I do want to. But in all, I mean, not being funny, honestly, which we think we're funny. I don't know, but not being funny. But honestly, we are very blessed that it didn't, and it could have been. And I would much rather, I alerted everyone, and talked to all 6 daughters, and and put the fear of God in them. They were like, "You're scaring us." I said, "Yeah, I want to."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to scare you. I want you to be prepared and be ready. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but a little bit of edge on that. Well, at least be aware of your surroundings, what's going on.
Temperature if the temperature was different either way by 2 or 3 degrees, and the wind speed is different by 3 or 4 miles per hour, and gets a gust or something, it can change how your weather looks pretty quickly. I always think that's interesting, and I've never been one of those that's been like, oh my gosh, they never get it right, because if you just actually sit and listen to what they're talking about, and they set up all the scenarios because weather is like, it's like herding cats. It's so unpredictable. You never know. One piece of 5,000 piece puzzle changes, and it changes everything.
Absolutely. And it started going more north. So it was hitting like more up the northern area. And that was,
I did pay attention to one of the weather channels out there. There's so many of them, but it was the wind and the air coming in from the southwest came in different parts of the country a little faster. So like over the Ohio Valley, it was coming in a little faster, and it pushed it more north. So it changed the trajectory of that. So
had a big push.
Had a big push.
Keep pushing.
Right, keep going.
Just keep pushing. So anyway, so there was our big night in but we know that in March we'll be getting more stuff, we'll getting more, and I don't think, please don't use this as a cry for wolf or whatever. Remember how please always, whenever they say something, please just
this I think is a great opportunity to make sure you are prepared. Candles, lighters, blankets, flashlights, batteries, keeping things charged. The weather radios, listen to, WSLM, everything. Because a lot of times, if TV goes out, radio is going to save your life. And so I think that's important and it was a good practice run to know if you are prepared or not.
We saw that actually, and that, I mean, real quick, and that was such a blessing. Whenever, remember when it hit Henryville and Pekin and even, was it Fredericksburg area, and all of the lines were out, but I was still broadcasting. And remember, they utilized me, and it was nice. The commissioners came out.
Because I think you may or may not remember this. This was before I moved back, and I was living in Sellersburg, well, north of Sellersburg, and I was not too far south of Henryville. And so was working in Louisville at the time, and it was sunny and everything, got to the river and crossed the river, and then it started to look terrible. And then when I got off at the exit to go home, there was vehicles coming from Henryville that had holes in their windshield and stuff. But my point to all that was, I don't know if you remember this or not, but when I got home, all I had was WSLM radio, and I was listening, and I had even reached out to you and said, hey, I'm down here, this is where I am, and we're listening, and so I can remember it, because there was nothing. The radio was all we had.
Right, and that's a blessing, and that right there, that's what we want to be, and that's what we strive to be. So that was a huge blessing, and we even, like, there were some that were like coming. I remember there was a dad that was like just bawling, trying to get a hold of his daughter, and he couldn't, and we tried to be that bridge there to make sure and let him know that she's okay, they're safe, because a lot of we had the school at Henryville just completely went down, and then they bused a lot of the children to Salem, which are Brady Shrum, which what a blessing that we could host all of them, and now with the safe rooms, three different safe rooms in Salem,
and hats off, and I know that people were getting the information out. You were you were the first one getting that information out, and thank you to Salem Schools for having those and saying right away, come, all three open,
absolutely,
come if and another blessing for our community in case of something going wrong.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, so and they were all on it. They were paying attention, and of course it's a network of everybody working together. So that's a huge blessing. And now that we had one, and now we have three. So that's that's pretty cool. Yep. All right, we haven't thanked our sponsors this morning.
Oh, we have not. Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox for Lee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paoli and English, and McAllister Land Consulting.
Yay! Thank you to our great sponsors. Okay, tomorrow, am I right, is our leap year?
Yes.
Leap day.
Leap day. This is a leap year, and tomorrow's leap day.
Year. And then I really was hearing them explain it on Rick and Bubba. For those that missed that, they were talking about that, like our days, okay, we always say 24 hours, well, actually it's, hang on, let me see if I can say it right, 23 hours and 56 minutes.
Yes.
So we're 4 minutes short every day.
Every day.
So every 4 years, we take an extra day to get that 4 minutes.
Catch back up, Yeah. So,
Oh, I think I knew that, but then I'd forgotten that. So here we are, catch-up day.
Yeah.
I wonder if
that's what we should call it, catch-up
day.
So get fries and ketchup. No, I mean, that's a win. That's a win,
Yeah.
No, but it's so, when did leap year start?
I don't know.
That would be good
you go back to the calendars, that's way, before our time.
I mean,
we can
and on the Mayan calendar, was there a frog for leap day, leap year, I mean, but it's interesting that how we can calculate that. But, then you go, wait a minute, I'm missing 4 minutes every day. How did I not know?
I need
how
that.
Did I not
know? Need that time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
So it can't be 24/7. It has to be 23:56/7.
I know. Yeah. People just round up.
Yeah.
But girl math, we'd round down.
True.
Right? Mr. White would think it's 24 hours.
Yeah. So,
he'd think it's 23
hours. Yeah.
Sorry. Mr. White would hear 23
$24.99 translates to, it's $24.
Totally. Yeah. He's always like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
24
bucks.
Girl
math. He's loved it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm thinking then, so tomorrow, I feel like there's a lot of pressure. Am I going to get a lot done tomorrow? You know what I mean? Am I going to get things done that
you put pressure on. See, nobody had pressure until you just put it on.
Because I'm thinking, if you get a gift,
I've got to
use it.
Everything in that 23 hours and 56. That's a 23 hour and 56 minute gift.
Use it or lose it, right? Yeah. I mean,
great.
Tomorrow, you got to get cracking.
I was planning on being casual tomorrow. Okay, fine.
Tomorrow
That's all
you got to
right.
get cracking. Got things to do, places to go.
Gotta get that list
I'm
going.
telling you, things. You got that 4 minutes to make up for the last 4 years.
Guess I'll finally clean
All in
out the
one-
fridge. I don't know. I don't know.
Please, if you're going to clean out the fridge, please have Zeus come over. The Great Dane.
Oh,
He loves
well,
fridge cleaning out days.
So yeah.
Best day ever, he said.
I don't have to do that as much as I used to for whatever reason, so that's good. But yeah, he's welcome to come over.
Oh, he would
There'd be
love
two
that.
of them fighting in the door.
No, you don't even.
With the same look, I'm sure.
His head gets right in
Oh,
there.
I didn't know we had that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's amazing how, like, you're reaching in to clean the refrigerator out, and it's amazing how the head comes up. You know what I mean? How he can get his right in there.
Hey,
yeah.
what's
Like,
up?
what are we looking at? What are we thinking?
What's
what are
going
we
on?
thinking?
Yeah.
Is this, this is touch
Taking
and go.
this out? Yeah. Taking this
This
out?
needs to go.
That over there. Have you looked over there? Come on, Mom. Have you looked over there?
That needs to go.
Yeah.
Gots to go. It's true. But
Yeah.
I am thinking, I'm trying to think of what all I can get done. But anyway, we'll see. Time will tell, okay?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Boy.
No pressure. No pressure,
Yeah.
Brad.
No pressure. Thank you. I didn't feel pressure until you just came.
I love to do things to help you out on
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's what friends are for.
Yes.
Okay, last night we had the first round of boys sectional games. Crazy how fast. Actually, there were so many ball games. Hats off to all of our athletes, our coaches, our assistants, our parents, everybody, the custodians, everybody, the supporters, the fan bases, everybody, because there's a lot of basketball games.
Yes.
A lot.
And I think that's interesting. It doesn't matter what school that you're supporting in the county, but even on away games, all of our schools, they travel with the kids. They travel, support the kids, and so I think that's awesome that maybe your kid goes to a different school than you went to, whatever. But it's always good to see at away games, all three of our county schools, they bring it.
Yeah, they do.
They travel.
They do.
They support the kids. And
I love that. That's what we want.
When you think about between home games and away games, like you said, there's a lot of games.
There
and
is. Yeah.
so hats off to everybody that made everything successful for these kids. And even if your season didn't turn out, the lessons that these kids learned, and
great lessons.
yeah, so for the boys and the girls and everything.
Yeah.
So it's just
Right.
doesn't seem like basketball's already over.
I know. So last night in the final round for the Washington County team, Salem Lions fell to Silver Creek, which Silver Creek's tough. We we knew that was going to be a tough game. 63-40, hung in there. You know. West Washington fell to Crothersville, 49-41. That was a close game. 49-41. Right?
West Washington played Christian Academy.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They
a
did.
rematch. They had upset them a couple weeks ago, and they fell to them.
That came in wrong.
Yeah.
I do know that because because we talked about them playing them. Do you remember the score?
No, like 20 points or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, they had bragging rights earlier in the season and taking out a number 3 ranked team.
Exactly.
And, so and it's a rebuilding year. I mean, all the schools are, all of them are rebuilding and going. So I think, and then.
But I think you said it. You just really said it. And I hope louder for the people in the back to hear. They're learning what they're learning.
Yeah.
You're learning to work with a team. You've got all different personalities. You're learning how to be that person. Whatever your position is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're hearing, and these coaches are saying things that forever will be in your head.
Yes. And you got to think about it, too. These are 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids.
Yeah, they're kids. Yeah.
So.
All right, Eastern lost to Providence 57-40. I want to say a big shout out to my announcers and Eli Rockstar. Eli, coming on I'm talking about a locomotive.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that young man is fantastic, and he does boys and girls.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's one of ours.
And he works.
And
he goes to school.
And he goes to school.
He is a rock star. You really have to give. That's just there's a lot.
He's an exceptional young man.
For him to juggle everything that's on his plate.
His mom would jerk a knot in his tail if he wasn't, right?
Well, there you go. That's right. Well, I just can't brag enough because
he is an exceptional young man. He really is.
And you think about that because going to school, working, doing these ball games, boys and girls. So like having those every night, not getting home till later.
And he's prepared.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's
I really can't say enough of. I think sometimes we don't realize because he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
And his energy and his attitude, he's got such a great attitude. And I think that we don't realize that this man has got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Full play. And he's successful at everything he's doing.
Yes.
That's a lot. I really do. So hats off to him. And then I had some new Salem announcers.
Yeah.
Roger and Tom. And they
did a great job.
Yeah. And they really come along. They did a great job, and I'm very proud of them. And so, I'm going to miss hearing them, all of them, on the radio. So yeah.
So and again, like you said, it is learning. It's these kids, and all 3 county schools in their first round of the sectional, all 3 had very tough teams. It was an uphill battle, but I think all of them can come out with their head held high, and I think all 3 left it on the court.
And I got to say one more thing about the announcers too. These announcers come to the away games. They go to the away games. They come to the home games. They're giving of their time.
Yes.
I mean, and that's because they love these children.
Yes,
and they love
absolutely.
Their schools.
Yeah.
They love these children, and they are helping. The community service that they are doing is above and beyond.
Yeah.
Because for people that can't get to the game,
that's right.
I mean, I get probably several. I can't tell you how many messages before each game. Are you going to have it on the radio? Will it be on the radio? Will it be on the radio? And because they can't be there, or or somebody can't be there that wants to hear.
Right.
And I can't say enough about our announcers. Yeah. And they are good. They're very, very professional.
It's really cool to hear people in the stands and say, hey, tell so and so. Since they're at home, turn on the radio.
Yeah. And
listen to the game on the radio. Yeah. And there are people that can't get out as much as they used to be able to for various reasons, and they get the opportunity to support the kids too. So it's a good thing.
So I'm very proud of them. Then after the high school games last night, we had the IU, and that was the weirdest game. IU ended up
a W though.
Yeah. They ended their 4-game losing streak with a win, yay, over Wisconsin, 74-70. So this was so weird, okay?
Yeah.
Listening to Don Fisher, I was glued to the radio. So someone pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Okay?
And people are concerned anyway, right?
Well, yeah, I think in this day and age, I think we are.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think that's something that we need to be, when something goes on like that, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about a huge area to clear, okay?
Yes.
And Don Fisher said this was the first time that it ever happened, okay? So he had a 30-minute break. So they told him to ad-lib. Well, Don Fisher, he is so professional. He's like, ad-lib, what I mean? So he was going to send it back, but they were like, no, keep it, okay? So it's just like, okay, I'll keep it. Well, then people were saying, hey, Don, they were talking to him. And, Don Fisher, when he's in the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about a professional, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to have a conversation with you when he's doing a live broadcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I cracked up because he was like, I'm not talking to them now. I'm in the middle of a live broadcast.
I am. Do you see the live sign flashing over my shoulder?
I still have it here. They didn't send it back, you know what I mean? Because they were going to send it back to Learfield, but they didn't. Anyway, so Don kept it, which they did a great job, and it was kind of interesting to hear what was going on. So, so when you go Assembly Hall, this is the way I understand it. Okay, here's some of these students have set early, got there early to make sure that they had good seats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then they all went outside. Well, then when they come back in, some of those good seats were taken. Because, again, it's sit wherever you want to sit.
Mm-hmm.
So the people that had the good seats had to probably go up to the nosebleed seats, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we want to say at Assembly Hall there's no bad seats, right?
Right. No, there's not. No.
There's no bad seats.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to go up a little bit higher, higher altitude, okay?
Yeah.
Pike speak?
You need a little thinner air therapy.
There you go. So that was a little bit, they didn't know how that was going to handle. Then you had these athletes that are this is the degree of difficulties. These basketball players, these athletes that are on the field and waiting for 30 minutes, their muscles get tightened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, they get cold.
Yeah.
They get tightened. You know what I mean? They're not doing this. So so after they had about a 5-minute warm up, and they continued with its at least 10 minutes of play, but they were concerned about how the athletes would perform with that.
Yeah, because that could cause injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, interesting game for sure.
Yeah, I think Don Fisher said there's never been anything like this.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, and I think he hopes there never will be.
Yeah. It's always, I think it's always fun to see, you know, there's people that, you know, Don Fisher fans, and they see him there, and they think, well, there's nothing going on, so
yeah, the
you know,
game's on hold.
The game's on hold, so we're just, hey, what's up, Don?
Don?
How's it going? You know, did you check out that new restaurant? You know, I just think it's always fun. But it's funny. You've been in that situation multiple times to where, we have been, but you by far more. But it is fun because you go, oh wait, they don't realize we're on the air. You know, and it's just like, hey.
Yeah, we've got a microphone in front of our face.
Yeah, and we're talking.
Could be on air.
Yeah, but it's always fun because it's like, hey, yeah.
But it was, what's funny to me though is it was a good friend of his, and he said, "I'm not talking to you. I mean, I'm on the air." You know what I mean? That's what's great.
Yeah.
And you know, he.
Yeah.
You know, I just think that's great. I think that was fun. So anyway, but IU did get rid of the losing streak, and they are on the win. And,
however, we had to do it. That was good.
It was, maybe sloppy, maybe a lot, but you know what? It was a win's a win, right?
Right. We will take it.
We're on to the 28th day of February, which normally would be the last day of February.
Yes.
But not. We're next to last. Okay, today is. Let me see. I'm kind of. Hold on. For whatever reason, nothing's wanting to move. Okay. Card keys and small change, and it shows a little pocket, card keys and small change. Do you put your keys in your pocket or small change in your pocket?
I do. I normally.
Wait, your money don't jingle.
Put my.
It folds.
Yeah, I normally like at work. I hang up my car keys normally, and don't walk around with them in my pocket, which I think is always a good thing because I'll know where they are. But there's always those days that I get all the way out to the parking lot and go, hey, I probably need to go back to my office and get some car keys. Yeah. But I have a change bank, and as soon as I get home, I put my change in that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. There you go. I don't carry I lose my car keys all the time.
But the disclaimer is I don't carry a lot of cash.
Right. No, I don't think
I carry
do
emergency cash.
Yeah.
But I don't day to day. I don't use cash.
Yes.
Because I think that some people say, oh, if you carry cash, then you'll spend it, or some people say, well, if you use your card, you don't keep track of it. I'm more likely to keep track of it using my card than I am getting $100 cash and then go, man, I'm still needing those peanut M&Ms and I didn't make it. Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Where's my money? Yeah.
I don't think I don't have very much change, but I'm with you. I'm really not, I'm more, I don't really do the change thing because there's really nowhere. A lot of my clothing, they don't have pockets.
Right.
Or, I just don't put them in there. And I'll put them in my purse or something, I guess. But anyway, so this is actually the card keys and small change day. This is floral design day. I remember taking a floral design class in 4-H. And it talked about always, like, when you do flowers, this is my, that you always want, like, the odd. Like, if you do, like, do 3 flowers, not 4. Yeah. Right? Do 5, not 6.
Right.
You always want it to be odd number flowers.
Yeah.
So.
Real quick, I'm not trying to change gears completely,
no,
but I do, we've talked about all the folks that keep us safe in the county and everything that people do. I do want to give a shout out to Jeff Guthrie from the Washington County Highway Department. He has been keeping the roads clean and taking care of all of us year round for 33 years. So if you see him today, say thank you and congratulations. I mean, that's a great thing. That's a great milestone. 33 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, so Jeff, thank you.
Yeah.
From all of us that live in the county and don't live in the county. That you're one of those ones keeping the roads clear all the time. So thank you
Well,
very
and
much.
driving through, I mean, sometimes we don't realize that, they
Yeah.
just cut up a tree,
Right,
or
right.
moved a tree, or
Right.
or an animal or something, a deer,
Yes, and if you
So-
have any issues like that, you call them. They're out there right away.
They are fantastic.
So,
Yeah, they
so,
are.
so thank
That's
you,
all,
Jeff
33
Guthrie.
years,
Yeah.
for hanging in there. That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
That's great. All right, so Floral Design Day. This is Inconvenience Yourself Day. Inconvenience yourself. Inconvenience yourself. Okay. National Chocolate Souffle Day. Oh, have mercy. Chocolate souffle. Souffle.
Yes, you can't go
Souffle.
wrong.
No. National Public Sleeping Day. Have you ever gone to sleep in public?
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I took my husband one time. I took Greg. What is it? Shopping? What is it like? What do you call it? Black Friday shopping.
Yeah.
And I set him in a chair, and he was asleep. And there was quite a few people that were kind of like laughing. And so,
I'm picturing.
no, his mouth was wide open. I felt bad. You know what I mean? I felt like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not, you know what I mean?
But you didn't feel bad enough to stop shopping.
No, I know. I've continued that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
But I felt bad. You know what I mean? So I woke him up and.
Did you? Oh, so you woke him up? Okay.
I did.
didn't know if you felt bad enough to go. I don't know who that person is. I gotta.
A few stores later.
Yeah.
Well, people weren't. They weren't being mean, but just kind of, how you kind of nudge someone and say, look.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So if you do public sleeping, you need to make sure. I guess now, Brad, think about you and your snoring.
Oh.
Can you imagine? They would have a heyday if you. I mean, if.
That's why I don't go to sleep in public.
I would love that so much. That would be yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg does too though. He has actually we have been somewhere and he goes to sleep like seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's like seconds he can be asleep.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. And so like the snoring has happened publicly. And and I really do hate like stopping it because I feel bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, okay, we probably need to, get that under control.
Yeah. Well,
And there's nothing wrong with it,
No,
okay? It
no,
happens.
no.
I think probably some of us are jealous that he can do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I love that. Get a few, naps, you know what I mean, in, get a little sleep eye or sleep.
And
Shut up.
anybody who
Sleep.
knows me, and you know this especially, I'll let somebody drive me around, be the passenger, and I'll take me a nap.
There's
anytime,
never,
If there's people in the car that I'm not around very often, I don't go to sleep just because I'll snore in the car. I will.
Yeah,
it's
and
okay.
that's
I know.
So you turn your
But,
radio up.
You're talking about. I have fallen asleep in public one time, and it was on the porch. It was summer, and you know how warm days are. It was on the porch of Cracker Barrel in Sellersburg.
Oh, no
And we were
way.
waiting for a table. So I sat down on one of those chairs out there, and you rock a little bit.
That's a
And the next thing I know, someone's going, Brad, you're snoring. People are walking by. Hey, great meal,
That's
great
right.
meal.
That's
I
right.
hadn't eaten
Yes.
yet, but
I know.
After a good meal, you're sleepy. So yeah.
And a good actually advertisement for those chairs too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think my dad would always say the best sleep you could have is when someone just drives you around, just riding,
yes.
just riding, let someone drive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I never understood when people talk about driving their kids around. They're fussy and they're like.
No.
Normally they'll go sleep, but
Yeah.
you always have that one that's just like, oh no, driving. It's like you drive me around, I'm gonna be sleeping.
Oh yeah, in a comfortable seat with a blanket.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Keep driving.
Doesn't matter what they have had.
Care.
Hey,
I don't care.
You wake up in St. Louis, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Absolutely.
4 hours of wonderful sleep.
National Science Day. National Tooth Fairy Day. They came out with a study, I think it was last week, talking about how much increase for the tooth fairy. It's ridiculous what tooth fairies are paying out these days.
Yeah, inflation gets.
Yeah,
everything.
I don't know that should be a thing. I think that's.
No, it should not be a thing.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
What did you get? I don't even. I think maybe $1.
I got.
50 cents? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Finally, it was just like, look, you're losing your teeth. It's part of life. Get over it. No, I mean it was not. It was not like.
That's exactly right.
It's just
Look at
like,
that. That's right.
Here's a quarter. Call
That's
grandma.
right.
Something. I don't know. No offense, Mom.
I love that so
But
much.
I mean,
I hope she said that to you. I can only hope that is the truth. I love that so much. That's great.
You know?
I thought for some reason, I don't remember 100%. And maybe if I really just sit down and think, but Lord knows we're not going to do that right now. I think honestly that I received candy. I think that I received candy at times. So maybe not. Who knows, right? I don't know. But anyway, there was a big controversy because some tooth fairies were giving $5. I think some were up to $10. Some were like 50 cents. Some were, kind of different, on the prices that they. Some of them had different prices that they come up with. But I do think that inflation, I think it can get a little bit out of hand there, And you start a presence, if you start giving a $10 bill or $5 bill, then it's going to go on.
You set a precedent, and it's problematic. I do think that I did get candy, like you were talking about, as compared to money. I really think, which maybe that doesn't.
Is that what they're doing?
They're to get rid of the teeth. It's just like, here you go. I don't know, but I know it wasn't like a thing to where we really looked forward to losing teeth, because
no.
Jeannie was not all about that. Hey,
yeah,
you're gonna be rich as soon as you get rid of all them teeth. No, it wasn't like that. So.
No, definitely not.
But I think so. We've created our own monster in a lot of ways, because it's like, well, and as kids go, like, you justify, well, your first kid may have gotten $1, and then by the time you're further down the stack of cards there, then the last one, and let's talk about it. Babies are spoiled, it's okay. Embrace it.
Yeah,
but
right.
That one's rolling out with $10, and it's
yeah.
just like, and the older ones are like, what is wrong with you? Have you given up as a parent? Well, no, it's just, we justify, well, things are so much more expensive these days.
Yeah,
no?
Right, yeah, that's,
no? Okay.
Yeah.
But if you just think about it on its face value, giving money
for a tooth,
it's just kind of strange
a tooth
to me.
Yes, that more than likely won't make it till they're, it's probably going to get thrown away in something.
Oh. Yeah.
Hats off to the parents that cap them, okay?
Yeah, no, that's,
Yeah, good for you guys.
Yeah.
But,
no. I'm not part of that tribe.
No, I'm not organized enough. Things they might find someday,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
That would be a good archaeological dig.
That would
Why
be.
are these teeth in this thing?
That's right, and pacifiers. Oh, I had pacifiers everywhere. Still find them from time to time. Oh, okay.
Jeannie didn't play. We didn't have pacifiers.
No, right. But when, the girls were little. But
Yeah.
Okay, these are talking about childhood. 10 delicious meals people loved as kids, but hate later, and realized this was weird as adults. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know that. I haven't read this. Okay. Ketchup sandwiches. Just ketchup and white bread, and sometimes they'd spice it up with adding bologna or a slice of ham.
It was not me, but I do know someone that still to this day likes ketchup sandwiches.
I don't think it's that weird.
I don't think it's that weird.
No, I don't think that. And they say, some people say even mustard sandwiches. So ketchup or mustard, whatever. I don't think that's weird.
No.
I mean, like, I've had, like, let's say that your sandwich or something, or your whatever, and you had a little bit extra bread and it had ketchup on it. I'm not mad about eating that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So ketchup sandwiches, Eggo waffles with melted sharp cheese. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
Eggo waffles with melted sharp cheese.
Doesn't sound bad.
I don't think it would be bad. I mean,
because there's restaurants that have not just the biscuits. They have like the. I'm talking about that's sweet, but they've got egg and cheese on those. So there's cheese. So that's cheese with the sweet. I don't think that's strange.
I don't think it's bad, no. Cut up hot dogs in everything. Scrambled eggs, boxed macaroni and cheese, and stir-fried vegetables, and maybe even on top of rice.
So, that doesn't sound weird. There's nothing wrong with hot dogs and mac and cheese. It's an easy, quick thing. Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad.
No.
I like all that. Yeah, I don't think that's. I love hot dogs.
Yeah.
So I'm not a.
I'm not. Like,
And if somebody wants to take time to cut my hot dog up,
throw it in some mac and cheese. We're friends.
I'm not gonna. Yeah. Grape jelly on grilled cheese.
Now, I like that a lot.
I think it would be good. Why would it not be good?
It is.
Right?
Well, just like you know, the sandwich that you can get at restaurants. It's like a club sandwich, but they put raspberry jelly on it. It is amazing, and deep fry it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's got a name.
Monte Cristo.
Yes, Angel.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
those are good, and you can get grape or raspberry, whichever one you want.
True.
Those, yeah.
Yeah. All right, spaghetti noodles with canned beans. Would that be like what is it over there? Skyline
it's like
chili?
Skyline chili.
Yeah, which I love Skyline chili.
Oh yeah.
Chili and cinnamon rolls. Would that be like?
Cinnamon rolls go with everything, so you know. Let's be honest.
This is why we hang out together, okay? This is why. This is it. A perfect answer. You could not have. You just. If the $1 million prize right over there. Cinnamon rolls go with.
Facts.
Cinnamon rolls go with everything.
Facts. Use them as you wish.
Love that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Seriously though. Now, I mean. It does not matter what the meal is. It does not matter what the meal is, what time of day, and someone goes,
I couldn't be more proud.
You know what? I got some cinnamon rolls. You want cinnamon rolls with that?
Oh.
Thank you.
You know it.
All you have to thank you, and you may
it.
say, I may love you right now. But
you know
it's perfect. Yeah.
There's not a time that I don't get a call from Greg White. You want some cinnamon rolls? How quick can you get here? Wait, watch, it's bringing me to tears. Yes.
No, I mean.
I am so proud of you. I just want to say. Okay, now you got me a little emotional over here. I'm so proud of you. Okay, making ham salad by grinding up uncooked hot dogs and mixing them with sweet relish and mayonnaise.
Yes, that's similar to bologna salad.
I don't know why it would be wrong.
So if you grind up bologna and use sweet relish, and you can use a little bit of hard-boiled egg and mayo, it's good.
Yeah, and I've heard people that they'll take it to get-togethers or.
Every family get-together you have bologna salad because it is just something
people come to
expect tuna salad, like if you're having sandwich type stuff. Tuna salad and bologna salad.
Yeah.
Some people call it ham salad. We call it bologna salad because and you can make it with ground up hot dogs or bologna. Either way.
Yeah, absolutely. And people come to want that. They expect that.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's funny because every family get together.
Yeah.
Did you bring the bologna salad?
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay. Let's see here. A cubed up baguette tossed with Greek yogurt and chopped mint and something with honey to make it sweet treat. I've never heard of that. These are things that...
But you know what? Those ingredients, that doesn't sound like something I would mind trying.
No,
but that's not something I've heard of.
Yeah. Okay, having milk to drink with spaghetti. They said that it's super refreshing. It counters the acid perfectly, but the Italian-American friends think it's bizarre. Yeah.
So I've heard of that, and I've also heard of milk with chili.
Well, and I was going to say, I grew up, every meal I had a glass of milk. I mean, that wasn't even that's what we had.
Yeah.
We always had milk at supper. Yeah. And so I would have had it with spaghetti. Yeah. And I didn't think anything about it. Yeah. Or chili, or, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Coffee and crackers. You take a plate, line it with saltines, pour over coffee until they're softened, then spread some sugar to taste and eat them with deli ham. It's like a poor man's country ham biscuit and red eye gravy.
I'd try that.
I would try it, yeah.
Yeah.
Coffee, yeah.
Because you put coffee in red eye gravy, so that's where you're getting it. Well, you know, I know I grew up, and this may sound strange to some people, but you know, you've heard of cornbread in milk, but saltine crackers in milk.
Yeah,
I still will eat that. I'll do that. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
And you know, I like coffee. And what is it? The tiramisu.
Oh yeah.
You just you have it over at Walmart. You have it right over there. And anybody, please, when you pick that up, I feel like I need to put a little label. Pour a little hot coffee on the bottom of that. When you put it in a bowl, put a little bit of hot coffee. I promise, it just.
Do you know? I know a cheat recipe for tiramisu. Okay, so it's easy. So you just have vanilla pudding made up, and you have yellow cake, made up, or just vanilla pudding if that's all you want. So you put vanilla wafers in the bottom of a bowl, pour a little coffee on the vanilla wafers to kind of get them softened. Just put the pudding on top of it, and you can put vanilla wafers on top, or you can crumble up yellow cake on top, and it's got that tiramisu taste to it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you could just vanilla wafers with coffee. It's got that flavor.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway,
I'm in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but
But you are right. In that cake is good. If you drizzle a little bit around there,
put a little chocolate, or not chocolate, coffee in your. I promise, in your like kind of a bowl. Serve that. I promise you will be a rock star.
Yeah.
You will. I mean, your people, whoever you're entertaining, your guests.
And invite us.
Yes. I will come over and sample with you.
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
Definitely. All right. Another thing, Bradley. Time goes by so fast. There's actually, you'll deal with 543 unlikely events this year. 543 unlikely events.
It's more than one a day.
Yeah. Number one, losing something.
That's
that happens all the time, right? Yeah. Number two, stepping in dog doo-doo. Happens.
Literally or figuratively?
I think it means literally. But
Okay.
Okay, number three, spilling on yourself all the time.
Yesterday. I conquered that yesterday.
I had white pants on, and I was more upset about the coffee being spilled than I was the white pants being stained.
Yeah.
So then
I get that.
I'm just like,
Yeah, I was having trouble. I was having a drinking problem yesterday.
There was a hole in my chin.
I know.
It went right through. Okay, when you hit every red light.
Oh, yeah.
Red light.
Yeah.
Red light.
Yeah.
Red light. A flat tire. Oh, I don't want that. And I hate that so bad when I see people. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
For them. A car drives by and splashes you with water.
I haven't had that happen in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm not mad. I kind of laugh at it. It's kind of like, what's the odds?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Embrace it.
Yeah. Losing a competition or a contest, like a lottery ticket. I don't set myself up for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. We're too cheap.
Yeah.
We even want to buy our tiramisu.
I know.
Okay.
Do you know how many pairs of shoes you can buy for that?
Yeah, I'm so with
Factored
you.
out over the long run.
That's
Hello.
exactly right. Tripping or falling down in public.
I want to tell you. So my gut reaction is, like, if it's me that falls, my gut reaction is, am I okay?
Yeah.
And as soon as I realize I'm okay, I probably laugh before the people around me laugh.
I so bad.
Because I've fallen before, and, well, so.
It's so bad. I know.
It is.
It's so bad. So mean. I know.
Yeah. But I've fallen before, and I laugh and can't get up for laughing, you know.
So hard, I know.
But
I know. It's not funny.
So if someone, it is funny.
So,
after you realize, that's the thing.
Yeah, once they're okay.
Once you realize they're okay, then you can laugh, you know, because me, like, once I realize I'm okay, and if someone says, "Are you okay?" then we laugh together. So
right,
I mean,
right.
There's just certain circumstances that, you know, I had someone that was riding somewhere with me to a work function.
Yeah.
And we were both getting in the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
And it was not a truck. It was an SUV getting into the SUV. And we were talking. Both of us opened the doors, and we were talking through the thing. And all of a sudden, whoop, they disappeared. Down they went. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, so you're like, what's going on?
Hey,
so I walk around.
I've got to pull myself together here.
I walk around the vehicle. They're laughing hysterically, so I know they're okay.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
but it's just so funny. It's just like, look, disappeared, presto, you know, just down. And it happened so quick that it almost didn't register they had went down.
Yeah.
It's like they just disappeared.
Disappeared.
So,
Yeah. Well.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And someone fell in front of me the other day, and I promise, I tried to pull myself together. I laughed out. I couldn't stop. And so I was biting my tongue. I mean, like, these are things I need to work on. I was doing everything possibly to make myself quit, you know what I mean? And then I heard heard them say, I heard you laughing. And then it's like, here comes the white lie. Do you say,
Oh. I was laughing at something else.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone scrolling.
No, I mean, it's just like, okay, or do you own it? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, I see you laughing behind that okay, you know? And it's like, no, really, because I get it. And falls, I don't want people to fall.
No,
I don't.
No.
And if I could, do the cheerleading where you go underneath, you know what I mean? And like, soften that fall, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Be a little bit of softer fall. I would do that for you. But I might be laughing as I'm working on that. I really am. I mean, that's
the only thing is, I would say for anybody that if you witness someone falling, and even if you've asked if everything's okay, don't look around and say, did anybody have a replay on that? Not a good idea.
Did anybody catch that?
I know.
Things not to do.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to and I think it's more comical if you know the person, because that's probably a little bit more where you have a little more grace. If I saw somebody just fall, I have been out in public and see somebody, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I have reacted.
Yeah. So since today is Science Day,
yes.
I'm going to apply a little bit of science that someone once told me. I don't know if this is fact or fiction.
Okay.
I'm just going to go with it. That someone had once said that in circumstances like that, because you have that scare, and when you realize everything's okay, your body will laugh or do that. It releases some of the things that when you were tensed up and scared and nervous about something. So it's an opposite reaction to get your body back into, to have a reaction to that. So it's often natural to laugh right after something that you were so concerned about.
Okay, so it's kind of a nervous laugh then on that. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they were just trying to make me feel better for laughing.
I think it makes
or make
sense.
themselves feel better.
I think it makes sense.
I've heard similar things that when people at funerals and something, they'll laugh, like somebody does something, whatever, and then they laugh, and a lot of times it's your body's reaction to you just had something this way. And
right, yeah, I'm not laughing purposely. I mean, it comes out. I mean, you know what I mean? But I think it does. Like if I saw a stranger fall, I don't know that I would laugh as much as I would somebody that you're with, and you're kind of goofy with or hanging out with. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that. So.
Yeah, so I mean.
And again, I'm not a scientist. I'm just playing one on the radio.
On the radio, there we go. All right, so falling, we know that tripping or falling down in public. You try to order something at a restaurant, but they're all out of it.
Oh, you know what? The thing is, so I'm one of those people that I'll go to a restaurant, and I don't get mad at the restaurant at all.
Right.
Because this is a character flaw of mine.
Yeah.
But they have their specials, and I'll go 45 minutes before closing time and be disappointed because the special's all sold out. Well, it's a special for a reason, Brad. You know what I mean? But I'm like, oh, we're out of that too. You know? It's always
like, well,
and I'll take 100% ownership of that because that's me going at the wrong time when I knew I should have.
Or like if you ordered it and okay, so it's in, and then when you see the waitress coming back, a few minutes later to tell you,
that,
or a few seconds later to say, I'm sorry, we're all out of that.
Yeah. Yes.
You got to go to Plan B.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Or they bring other people's food and go, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
We're out of yours. That's tough.
Well, and that's awkward too. And I get it. That things, but sometimes when everybody else has their food. Or let's say, or you get food and you're waiting, and for that one person that hasn't got their food yet, etiquettely, you're supposed to wait.
Yeah.
But people just don't. They just eat, And I'm not knocking that because I see their point. You see both sides of the coin,
Yeah.
Because their food's going to, and I kind of, if it was me, I'd want you to go ahead and eat. Because your food's going to get cold.
Yes. I would be the same way. But I'm also one that I won't flat out eat, but I'll take a little bite and then pause and still wait. Are we still waiting? Are we still waiting? I'm still, take a little bite. And then
then that person says, oh, go ahead and eat.
And thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You've been released.
Yeah. Yes. You got to at least make the attempt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Number 10, they just did the 10, although there's 500, and what did they say? 546, whatever. 543. Getting caught in the rain with no umbrella.
Or an umbrella that doesn't work.
I was going to say, do you remember Mike King filmed that umbrella going straight up? Does he ever show that at meetings? I imagine My umbrella.
Every once in a while, he will be like,
sure
"You got to see something really funny."
You got to see. Oh, well, and yes, and he showed it to me, and I'm like, Mike King, because I was getting out of I was getting out of the car. There's no way. Okay, I'd never look good doing this. Getting out of my car, opening up an umbrella.
Yeah.
And my umbrella went straight up. Now, would that be my fault or is that the umbrella's fault?
That's the umbrella's fault.
Okay, so that's just
totally the umbrella's fault. But it's just the timing of that is hilarious. But anything like that Mike King has, we love Mike King.
Yes.
But he'll hold on to it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
He'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
Because he loves, like, in a random time when you've forgotten about something to go, look at this. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. It's part of his charm.
Thank you. Yes.
But,
so the umbrella is straight up. And I'm fighting it, okay? Instead of just letting it go. Yes, I'm battling this umbrella.
You fought back.
I fought back. I should have just just threw the umbrella.
Yeah.
Right.
You just
forget it.
let it end up where it ended up.
I'm fighting it, trying to pull it down. Mm-hmm. Although I'm rained upon this whole time.
Yeah.
So then
and it's not a light rain. It was a good rain.
Downpour. It was a downpour. So I'm walking with my straight up umbrella. Why was I still carrying this umbrella? I mean, why
Again,
not let this go?
It's like, I paid for that umbrella. I'm gonna take it home and kill it.
I don't know why it was still in my hand.
Yeah.
Getting down. Yes, that was a visual, definitely. That was definitely.
And he was at only one place in the restaurant that could have gotten a film that.
It was like
what are the chances of that?
What are the odds? Yeah. What are the odds? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for him to even think, look, Becky pulled up. Let's film. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Because I know something's going to be entertaining.
Yes.
Is she going to fall? Is she going to spill? Is she going to? Yeah, it was definitely, yeah. He still got that.
Yeah.
So anyway, getting caught. So I don't do umbrellas. I just run.
I'm with you on that.
I just don't. And a lot of your events, like if you're going to an event, they won't allow umbrellas.
Right.
I promise you on Derby, there are more umbrellas sitting there. I mean, you talk about umbrella like where they go to die.
Yeah.
That is like because they won't allow umbrellas inside.
And I get that. Yeah.
Oh, I get that 100% because a lot of times, you get hit with them and you're talking about an area where there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
When you open up an umbrella,
It's like, ooh.
Yeah. I did that at a game one time and I blocked everybody and they were all screaming. It was the sun. I was trying to keep the sun a little bit,
So I don't normally carry umbrellas, even to games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was a football game.
Yes.
And people had umbrellas, right? Well, I dress for that to where I have waterproof jackets and stuff like that over. So if I'm sitting there, long as I'm sitting on something dry, and then I have like a rain jacket on and a hat or my hood of the rain jacket pulled up, I'm perfectly fine, right? Someone was determined that, you guys need this umbrella. No, I really don't. I'm good. I'm really good. And it wasn't raining hard, but it was raining, okay? Right. Well, because I'm like that. It's like I don't want to obstruct someone's view, right?
Right.
And so, which, you're trying to look around. Well, someone gave me this umbrella, and I am terrible in crowds with an umbrella.
That's
me. Do not hand me the umbrella. It's just like, you're better off. No. Well, then, finally, I finally am like, somebody needs to take this umbrella, and the person that gave me the umbrella is like, yeah, because you're just like getting water on all of us. It's just like, I didn't want this thing anyway.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine. But like, what I do is first of all, putting the umbrella up, it splatters water everywhere.
Absolutely.
And then taking it down, then it just drips on everybody. And I'm like,
no.
And you got to hold it a certain way. So I'm like, this is the reason I told you I didn't want this umbrella.
Right.
That's not my fault.
Exactly.
So
no.
Don't give me an umbrella. If I'm going to go to an event where it's going to be rain, I'm going to be prepared for rain without the umbrella, and I'm good.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah.
And don't try to feel sorry for me because I'm serious. I'm good without it.
No, I know. But there are people that can pull it off.
Yes.
And they can do it, and good. Hats off to them. They have got a superpower that I do not have.
Yes.
And that's okay.
And then the wind blows, because I forget I'm holding the umbrella. The wind blows, and then you think you're going to lose it. It's like, no.
I know. And then you hit somebody, and then you have to apologize.
Okay.
And then I just stand up automatically all around me saying, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I mean, we haven't done anything. Well, it might happen. It's going to, in the event that it's going to happen.
And the rule is, if you make someone use an umbrella, don't complain if they're getting water on you.
That's right. It's going to,
I told you.
You. I'm not responsible. Yes. I'm telling you right now, Brad and I are putting a disclaimer. Please do not try to give us an umbrella. It's just not going to work.
If we don't show up with one,
there's a reason.
That's
a good rule of thumb on a lot of things.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah. If we don't show up with it,
right,
we're good to go.
But just because we don't show up with cookies don't mean that we don't want some of the cookies. That
Right.
you have,
Now
okay?
that is a different story. Yes.
Just
yes.
because we don't have those
Yes.
peanut M&Ms, but you have them, that doesn't mean that we don't want peanut M&Ms.
Yes.
Let's just
Right.
make sure. Let's get this
Let's-
real clear,
yes,
okay?
yeah.
When
We're
it comes
talking
to
about
food,
other things,
It's
yeah.
a different.
Yes.
Okay. There's a different,
Yeah,
total
that's a
different.
totally different thing. Yeah.
Speaking of that, real quick, I have to say this, and I know we got to go. But 70% of people say they prefer comfort food over gourmet food. How do you feel?
Spot on. I'm in the 70%.
Okay, I do too. Me too.
Because you know what comfort food is, though. No, the good thing about comfort food
Yeah.
is that comfort food has leftovers. Well, it depends on what it is and how many people come eat. But you have leftovers, and you can always make extra comfort food out of your leftovers. Leftover pot roast, you have pot roast sandwiches the next day.
Oh.
Leftover
Oh.
meatloaf sandwiches the
Oh.
next day. You
Yes,
know?
yeah.
So you're loved twice.
Well, we
That's
had
it.
some good meatloaf.
Oh, we did.
Did we not?
Yes, we did.
Wasn't that good?
That was good.
I still can't get over those biscuits too. Oh, those biscuits.
There's nothing like going somewhere and just having somebody cook for you the whole time.
I'm just like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like above. Yeah, that was above and beyond. Okay.
And I wasn't expecting homemade biscuits, but
No.
they were good.
I've not had homemade. I'm sorry. Mine pop open. What's
Yeah.
the doughboy? Was it
Yeah.
doughboy?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what mine do. In my
It's
kitchen.
always funny though
Yeah.
when someone's like,
But
I'm
you're
like,
talking homemade
biscuits?
biscuits.
It's just like, oh yeah, I just threw those together. That's not my wheelhouse.
No,
Thank you.
no, I know. That was so good, and they were warm.
Yes.
Oh, who said they could be that
Oh.
good? Oh, I could have found it on that. Okay, all right, all day,
Anyway.
every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the what we're talking about comfort food would be like chicken wings, pasta, pizza, burgers, while gourmet food would be more like stuff like you get at a fancy restaurant, like scallops, asparagus, steak
Yeah.
sauce over the top.
Yeah.
No, streak of sauce over the top of your asparagus.
Fancy presentation
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Some people would be willing to go to the extremes to eat their favorite meal all the time. 40% said they would take a 20-hour flight to get it. 17% said bike 300 miles for it. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
14% said they would walk 200 miles to get it. And that would be, I guess, for your comfort food. I don't know. I love comfort food.
Yeah, I do too.
And I think that comfort food is just, yeah. There's nothing like it, you know. It's just like a big hug.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather have that than gourmet.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
every
with you.
day. All right,
Yeah.
so I guess we're normal on that, Brad. That's
Yes,
nice
we are.
to know.
We are.
All right, let's keep up the great work over at Walmart. A lot going on, of course. Gearing up, getting ready now for St. Patrick's Day, and then we have Easter early.
St. Patrick's Day,
Easter. Is
Easter.
early
We're
this
already
year.
getting Easter's early this year. We've
Crazy.
got candy and everything
I
you
know,
need. We've
I
got
know.
anything over in the bakery, deli, anything you need for your parties. Again, St. Patrick's Day stuff. We've lawn and garden stuff. We've got bulbs in. We've got mulch. We've got dirt. We've got all of that stuff already in. So.
And you have got the the plant for your plants.
Yeah.
New plant containers. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I got asked the other day, where did I get those from Walmart? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are some really nice ones.
Yeah. So we're whatever you want to celebrate, just celebrate yourself. We got it.
Yeah. And don't forget about those little cakes.
Yeah. Oh.
Had to have one the other day.
Yes, and then also we're the Eclipse stuff coming up,
Yeah.
glasses, shirts, everything.
Oh yeah, you have all that right
Yeah,
there,
right
there
there.
in the front of the store. Get
Yeah.
them, get them. What a blessing that you guys got those. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. All right, let's thank our sponsors.
All right, we've got Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox for Lee, Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Windhorse for Home, Paoli and English, and McAllister Land Consulting.
All right, best Wednesday ever, Brad. Thanks, thank you.
The world's biggest bourbon and music festival, Bourbon and Beyond 2024. A perfect blend of bourbon, culinary, and music with Zach Bryan, Dave Matthews Band, Tyler Childers, Neil Young, Beck, and Louisville's own My Morning Jacket, Matchbox 20, Cody Jinks, Maren Morris, the head and heart. Tedeschi Trucks Band, The National, Whiskey Myers, Chris Isaac, Young the Giant, Teddy Swims, Milky Chance, and more. September 19th through 22nd in Louisville, Kentucky. Single day and weekend passes, camping and hotel packages. On sale now at bourbonandbeyond.com.
Hello, Salem and Washington County. Are you ready to design your dream living space? This is Alyssa with Windhorse for the Home in Paoli. With a short drive to Paoli, you can have all the products and services to make your vision come to life. We stock a wide selection of high-quality furniture for your home like Ashley and Catnapper. We also offer brand-name appliances such as Speed Queen, Whirlpool, and Maytag. At Windhorse for the Home, we can help make your house a home with easy financing, free delivery, and free in-home setup. Let me help design the home of your dreams. Windhorse for the Home, located in Paoli, Indiana, 812-723-3535. Now serving Salem and Washington County.
Indiana's going to win it, and they have won it!
5 times national champions, 22 conference championships.
3 on the way. Yes!
17 Big Ten Players of the Year.
Throws up a shot. High, hit it again!
7 Basketball Hall of Famers. And countless memories on the court.
Trace puts it up. Oh, got it! What a spin move!
This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Introduce your family and friends to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizzas, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carry-out, Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 to 9. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $10.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $12.99, where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. The experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877. At Meadowview Health and Rehabilitation, we offer hope in the form of our Moving Forward short-term rehabilitation to home program. With a full range of therapy programs, the goal of Moving Forward Rehabilitation is to help people return home safely with the skills they need to live life on their own terms. Call us and ask us about your Medicare replacement policy or managed insurance policy and what your benefits are. We are here to help. For more information about Meadowview, visit ASCSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-4681.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires you know.